What's going on, YouTube? Back with another video. You know what it is. So today we're going to be reacting to a Kevin Samuels video titled 25-year-old single mother and being out of control. How are you single, a mother, and out of control?
Did you forget 25?
Once you have a child, you should be in control. Like, you should have full control.
Yeah, okay. 25? What do you know? Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
I mean, you're a mother. You got to grow up quick.
That's very
quick
true.
times, right? You got to grow up fast.
Yeah.
And I mean, ultimately, you're in a scenario where you have a child, right? So you should be composed and mature and developed.
How many videos have we done that these women come on here being composed and having like some sense? Come on, tell me how many.
Countless. It's
yeah.
Like, okay. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to give these women the benefit of the doubt, and
I feel like that's what I do. No. I learn from my mistakes, so I don't know.
Anyways, let's get into this video. So here we go.
What advice would you give to somebody that's my age, dating an older man with children? Because you did tell her, like, you know, she needs to listen more and say no. So how do you say no to everything when some things don't always equal up? You know what I'm saying? Like, sorry. You get what I'm trying to say? So
are you home by yourself?
Am I home by myself? No, I'm not. With my child.
Huh?
No, with my child. Hmm?
Where's her father?
Her father's not alive. This is a stepfather.
Okay. And how old is your child?
My child is 3.
And you're dating a man that's 33 with 2 teenagers?
Yes. See, I was differently than most women. Like, I'm taking on a role that I don't mind taking because I watch my mother and I feel like I'm just like her in ways with taking on responsibility. That's what I have to offer to the table, is being a woman, taking on womanly, motherly role. I know.
So you got it all figured out?
All right, so what are your thoughts? I mean, right off the bat, she is, I guess, voluntarily putting herself in a scenario with a guy that has 2 teenage children.
Yes.
At 33.
Yes.
So I'm assuming he has 2 different baby moms, or maybe he just had his kids, I guess, back to back. I guess we'll find out as we continue. Yeah. But I mean, what are your thoughts on that? Technically she's dealing with 3 kids, right? Because she has her own kid. Yeah. That's 3. So what are your thoughts on that?
No, I was gonna say, so she had her first kid at what, 22, I guess, because she said the kid's 3 years old.
Yeah.
22, and then I'll like. Clearly, you know, the child in the background is kind of, you know, she's doing her own thing back there. Mm-hmm. And then Kevin is like, he can, you know, his face says it all. Like, he's just like, you do not have your life in order, and you're over here saying you have so much value or so much to give, which could be true, right? But, you know, focus on your home life. You have a child now. Priorities are completely different to someone who's going to be single and like who only has himself to worry about. You know what I mean? So she has a lot to get together. So
why is she even calling in? Like, if she has a man, he's there for her and her kid. Why are you even calling into the show?
No, because she said she had a problem with someone, like how to say no or something. Oh,
like how to say no to her man, or
to him? Yeah, because what she was saying was that, I guess, a previous caller was saying that you told her she needs to like listen to her man more or something like that. Okay. She's comparing to somebody else, and I think that's where her question was coming from. Okay. Yeah, we'll have a better understanding when we listen to it more.
Let's continue and see what else she has to say.
Why am I here?
Yeah, you got it all figured out.
I wouldn't say I have it all figured out, because I feel like.
Oh yeah, you just been talking. Every time I start asking questions, you just talk. What does this 33-year-old man do for a living?
He owns his own t-shirt company.
Did you go to college?
Did I go to college? I just graduated as a medical assistant. Currently going back to become an RN.
Another goddamn nurse.
What's wrong with being a nurse? I don't think nothing's wrong with being a nurse.
You don't see nothing wrong with being a 25-year-old mama dating the 2 kids at 33 with a t-shirt company either.
For that one. Now,
Young lady, I don't know why you think you should be under this amount of stress. Or chaos. That's why I think in the Black community we need therapy more than anything else. Because you came in here a whole ball of energy full of answers. I was like 25 with a 3-year-old dating a man with 2 teenagers and a t-shirt company. And your child, what state are you in?
I'm in California.
Okay, it's almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah, Mommy. Oh,
I picked a 3-year-old up at almost 10 o'clock.
I just got off work not too long ago.
There's no way a 3-year-old should be up at almost 10 o'clock.
I hear you.
So the point is you're living a chaotic life. Let's slow the chaos down. And the question first you got to ask is why?
Kevin, I ask myself all the time.
Well, but you need to sit down with a professional and ask yourself why you chose to be a 22-year-old mother first. Because you can't undo that.
All right, so what are your thoughts on that?
I'm really curious how, like, at 22, pregnant, and, you know, good for her for, like, being able to do school and, like, whatever, but it's a lot. Like, it's really a lot, her situation. Like, it sounds like just too much. It's just too much for me. I don't know what else to say about it, but what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, based on the information that we have, it seems like she has trauma in her life. Like, she's addicted to chaos, addicted to disorder, and I mean, ultimately destruction. Because for you to be a new mom in school, going back to school, working, dealing with a man that has a t-shirt company with 2 teenagers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I wonder if they all live together. Like, I wonder where he is, if he could help with the child. Like,
right.
But
So,
anyways.
well, I mean, if he has a t-shirt company, chances are he's not very responsible, right? He sounds like he's a Ray and Pookie. I mean, that's what it sounds like.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
Really? Well, okay, yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to assume that it's
unless he's like the
business, maybe.
distribution of this t-shirt company, right?
She could have made it sound so much better for him. She could have said, like, oh yeah, he's an owner of a clothing company or a clothing brand or something to make it sound a little bit more reputable.
Because the way she's making it seem as if he's printing t-shirts in the basement. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's what you thought? Oh, I was thinking like a Shopify situation. Like, I don't know.
I'm thinking like, you know, a little press on, like the iron.
That's hilarious. Yes. Okay. I know what you're talking about.
Like the iron on like letters that you get at Walmart. Like that's what it sounds like. It doesn't sound like a successful business.
Listen, I can't knock it if he's doing well. But anyways, we're not gonna go there.
Well, I mean, if it was really profitable, she wouldn't need to overextend herself.
This is true.
Right?
Okay.
Like, she wouldn't need to go back to school to get more education, to ultimately get higher learning, to ultimately make more money.
I understand, yeah.
She wouldn't need to do that. She would just, you know, get a job and take care of the home. Like, that would be it. So the fact that she needs to do all of these extra things to subsidize her living, it seems as if the guy's not successful.
Probably. Okay, fine.
You know,
I see your
mean?
point, but I'm just kind of like, man, like, why isn't he around to help a little bit? Like,
because he's a Ray. He's a Pookie.
Or to be honest, other way to say it is like, why is she, if she just got off work and she hasn't even eaten dinner yet, or she hasn't even put her child to bed yet, or anything like that, what is she doing on here?
She's dysfunctional.
What is she doing asking Kevin? You already know what you have to do, so cook your dinner and whatever.
Right.
And, you know what I mean? Eat and take care of you don't need to be on this call. Like, you have other things to worry about. But 25, right?
Her priorities, I don't even think it's 25, to be honest. Because you're 25, right?
We already just established that
you're the same age as her, and you don't even think like that.
We've established that I am not like every 25-year-old. I am a grandma at
right,
heart, okay?
But what I'm saying is you're giving her a way out. You're saying her age as an excuse
For
as to
immaturity.
why she's acting like that.
Uh-huh.
I'm saying age is not a factor.
She's a mom now, so she's out of the window for age.
Age is not a factor.
Okay.
She is just addicted to chaos. If she was 25 or 35, it would be the same
Yeah.
chaos.
I get
You know
it,
what I
I get
mean?
it.
But let's continue. Let's see what else she has to
Yeah.
say.
I mean, I'm trying to be measured, but your daughter is all over the place at 10 o'clock. Well, you can't even have a conversation with an adult without her. Yeah. And you're going to tell me you can take a man with a 33-year-old with 2 teenagers in a t-shirt company here in California? Unless he owns Hanes, I don't know what you plan on doing with that. I mean, I'm trying to be, a t-shirt company. You can't really be serious. And this is I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, but seriously, this is who you can see following. That's a question.
Can I see following?
How long you guys been together?
We've been together for a year, about 6 to 7 months.
A year and what?
A year and 7 months. Puppy love. Maybe earlier, puppy love. That's probably, I would say, me and my child's father has been together for 3 years. So no, I don't understand the relationship. I don't know. I don't think I know what love is. I won't say. Love is, like you said to the last one, love is not based on everything, because you're right, it won't pay the bills.
Seriously. Tomorrow night I'm going to be talking about Yana Van Zandt saying that black women are still out of order.
Yeah.
I'm scary.
Sorry, because her dinner is almost done. Okay. Which one? That one? But I'm listening.
Is it a boy or a girl?
It's a girl.
I can't hear you. What'd you say? I said, what kind of candy was she asking for?
About that, my connection did go bad.
Daddy,
Mm-hmm.
But
I want to.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Ow.
So I'm listening. I hear what you're saying, but you feel me? I noticed that I did grow in a house where my father wasn't, as rich as he was. But I feel like people that do find somebody that's not on their level, it's okay to help them too. To me. Because, nobody's perfect, like you say. You talk about people who need a
No, ma'am.
$60.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No.
No.
No. So what you feel like is one thing, but you're a 25-year-old mother.
Mm-hmm.
Your child is dominating your home
Okay.
to where you can't get any peace at almost 10 o'clock at night. Where's her father?
He's around.
Okay. The whole notion is, Yana Van Zandt was saying there are black women out of order, and one thing if they're still out of order, then we need to close our legs. What does that basically mean? A call for sexual discretion.
And this is a lot. Like, come on, this is
Yeah, it
really
is.
like this is
Even to just watch this.
this is painful to watch.
Yeah.
Like
Camera shaking, internet's going.
the baby screaming
Baby
at
screaming.
10, probably 10:30 at this time. Like, yo, this is like she needs to get
It's
together.
chaotic. It's
Yeah.
chaotic. And she's cool with it. Hey, this is normal.
Yo, I don't understand why are there so many young mothers? I don't understand. Like, it's just
Because women now, especially in the black community, they're over sexualized. Just go on Instagram. I know.
I don't have it.
I know you don't have Instagram.
I don't want it. Like,
I know you don't have Instagram. Like, I have Instagram, right? And just scroll down on a Wednesday, and it's like women half naked.
I'm just so like she is like talking like she knows everything, and like she doesn't I don't think she's realizing that how bad her situation is. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
she's smiling and she's just like, oh yeah, I know it's kind of bad, but give me a second. Like, she knows, and you can feel it. Like, it's just
And
oh
that's
my
what I
God.
was saying,
Yeah.
going back to my previous point of her being with the Ray Ray and Pookie, what level-headed guy would want to subject himself in a scenario like this? Right? Like, chances are that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
She's chaotic, so she's going to attract another chaotic person.
On top of it, she can't even follow, like, so she made the comment about how she can't see herself following him. They've been together for a
Almost
year and
2
a
years.
half,
Yeah.
or something like that.
Year and
Yeah,
7
and
months,
it's like, what are you doing? Like, eliminate problems. If you, like,
And
oh my
you've
God.
wasted almost 2 years of your life
Yeah.
knowing you cannot follow this person. That
she's
in
still with
itself,
him, like-
that's another chaotic example.
Yeah.
Like, her life is just chaos.
Yeah.
But let's continue. Let's see what else she has to
I
say.
really hope she gets it together, like, closer soon, but.
Meaning, being a mother at your age, you're obviously overwhelmed.
Mommy.
Is this? I mean, this is not. Okay, so the man you're with, the 33 years old with 2 teenagers. How old is the oldest teen?
They're around 14, 16.
Man, why?
Why what?
How would you get a man who's got 2 children when he was 16, when he was like in high school?
That's his past, and I choose not to judge him because.
Well, you should. No. See, and this is what I mean. You want him. You don't want to judge him because you don't want anybody to judge you. Well, we should judge. He was too young to be a father.
Mommy, I'm not scary.
He runs a T-shirt company. Who does he live with?
You said what?
Who does he live with?
By himself.
Okay. Well, if this is the man you choose to be with for a year and 7 months, that's on you. But y'all got 3 kids between you, and I don't know what you're asking me. This is a mess.
That's a mess.
Man, a man with 2 kids at 33. And you mean that?
He's a single parent himself, just like I. That's where we bonded and connected because we're.
So this is the Victim Oppression Olympics?
No.
You're in LA?
Yeah.
You couldn't find a man who was doing something else? I mean, why 2 teenagers?
That's something that was
The
beautiful.
thing is, what I'm trying to get at is to an estimation of what you think of yourself.
What do I think of myself?
That's what I'm trying to get to. You allowed yourself to be with the child's father that you're not really proud of. You had a child young that, I mean, no child gets born without a woman saying she wants the child to be birthed. Okay, but you weren't married. You know what that's going to do. Then you're dealing with a man who had 2 children in high school. No little girl grows up and says, this is what I want. I want to be a baby mama and deal with a dude that owns a T-shirt company who had 2 babies in high school.
How would you look at it? So you're on the outside and you say how you feel, like how you're telling me like this is a reflection of what? Is this a bad image from myself because I'm introducing my daughter to a man that has 2 kids that is being a father figure to her? What is your opinion on that? Because
her father is her father. Okay. Like I said, when you first came through, you already have all the answers. You've been telling this story so much, you don't really need my input. But you've been with him for a year and a half. To what end? Are you guys getting married?
Yeah, we plan to.
All right. So I mean,
She's so oblivious.
this is getting deep. This is getting deep right now because, like I've said previously, relationships are reflective. So if you're a chaotic person, you're going to find another chaotic person. If you think poorly of yourself or you're operating at a low vibration, chances are you're going to attract or find somebody that has a low vibration. So it seems as if she doesn't think highly of herself to deal or at least subject herself to this. Like, what are your thoughts on that? From a woman's perspective, like what do you think?
I think it's just, man, like, she's just so oblivious to everything, and it's just so sad to see because it's like you have already, like, 25 and single, one thing you can tackle, right? 25, like, in a bad relationship, single mother, like, with one child, whatever, and then like still going back to school and trying to like it's just too much. It's just too much that's going on right now. She easily could fix this problem because she's not living with him, right? I would understand if she was dependent on him.
I think she's not.
Because
Right.
she said that he's living by himself, right?
Okay.
So she's not dependent on him financially, so
Right.
that's easier for her to like kind of let loose, right? And try to find the right thing for her.
You're saying that she could pull out, like she can just pull out of the relationship and just move on.
She's wasting her time. She's wasting his time. She knows she's not in it all the way. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like 1 minute, it's confusing because hold on, pause. Actually, 1 minute. No, correct me if I'm wrong. 1 minute she said, she's like, I can't see myself following him. But then he asked the question of like, oh, so what are your guys' plans? We plan to get married.
It's contradicting.
Tell me how, make it make sense. Tell me how that makes sense. Like, it's just, when you're so far in it, you know what I mean? And like, or I guess 1.5 years, she's like, I already put in this much like of my time and like, you know, and she's just like, okay, maybe I can still try to make this work. You know what I'm saying? Which sure, that's a possibility, but it's like, I don't know. I'm confused. And
I think she's just telling herself a lie. She's just hanging on to this lie. And she knows deep down inside, like, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
But yet she's so damaged emotionally. This is all she knows.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
Yeah.
Right? This is all she knows. Like, this chaotic state is all she knows. Like, this is familiar to her.
Yeah.
So, in a way, like, this is comforting, so to speak. And it's unfortunate because, like Kevin said, ultimately she should go to therapy and ultimately seek advice. But let's continue. Let's wrap up this video.
Yeah.
Let's see what else she has to say.
Yeah.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. If he wanted to marry you, he would have married you by now.
No, I hear you. Because I
So
do
why
have
you
conflict. Me too.
Excuse me?
I
you
said
say?
I too. Why he didn't marry me, because I do have qualifications too, and like you said,
Because he doesn't have to.
huh?
Because he doesn't have to.
That's what you said.
That's what I said. He doesn't have to marry you. Your connection is doing something else again. There's no nobility in poverty. There's no reason to sit around and be making these struggles. Like, well, I'm a single parent. He's a single parent, so we can just be over as single parents together. No. For those of you who are listening, she said that they've been together for 1 year and 7 months. There's no future there. And the sad part is I'm listening to a 3-year-old who's up at 10 o'clock in the morning, and it's like, well, what do I do? Stop digging. I'll wait for her to come back.
Okay, so I agree on that part.
Okay, you've been with him for 1 year and 7 months. And you've asked him why he hasn't married you.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have to. And he doesn't want to. So why are you going to stay? So why'd you stay after you realized he wasn't going to have you? Why are you still there?
We did have conversations. In our terms, we had conversations because he just met me. Not only that, we had set marks of goals, like getting a house first and then marrying each other.
You think that's how it was supposed to go, huh?
No.
So why are you still there? Because this is what I think of myself. This is all I'm qualified. This is all I'm worth. I'm worth a 33-year-old with a t-shirt company and 2 teenagers who don't want to marry me. That's what I'm worth. Relationships are reflected. You're defending it. I haven't made one joke about it. You're defending it. And when he said, I'm not ready to marry you or whatever, you chose to stay. Because you're not trying to get married yourself, not to him. Can he provide for you too?
Can he provide for us too? Ooh, no.
Okay. Then why are you with him?
I'm with him because I chose to be. But no, in reality, I only said that because he's near. But I had conversations with my mom. I don't know why I keep coming back, but only said it because he was listening. But no, I can't. And I know I'm young. I know I'm 25. I know I have a future. I know I have a career. I have a child to raise. And I find myself raising him in reality. But my thing is, how do you walk away from a situation? That's the real question I want to ask you, because I thought he was leaving. He's not. No, I dealt with this for a year and 7 months.
Well, first of all, I'll go back to what I said. Therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Because whatever you see, whatever.
Okay, so she was acting the whole time?
No, so I guess so he was in the room. So she didn't want to, like, you know,
So why'd
talk
you
about
call,
him.
Why'd you call in with him there?
She said she thought he was leaving. So I guess, you know, maybe
But
it's
why
hard to
not-
catch Kevin.
Why
so,
not wait to? Okay, it's hard to catch him live,
so,
I guess.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
But in my head, I'm like, why not just wait until he leaves, or just call in a different day?
I don't know.
Like, we're almost 18 minutes into this video, and now she's like, all right, let me tell you the truth now. Like,
That's true. Yeah, she waited like a hot minute to actually like come out with the truth.
Almost-
Now all of a sudden she's like truth bomb. Like, this is actually what I'm thinking, you know? So, okay. So
that's annoying.
now so her real problem, right, is that how does she leave? That's what she's calling in for.
Just leave.
So
Just
you know
pick up and
what?
leave. Like,
I understand. Okay, hold on. I can kind of I understand, like, it is hard to leave a relationship, especially if she really loves the guy or like really cares for him. It's not the easiest to leave, but I think she just needs to mentally like prepare herself to, you know, to get to that point. So maybe she's just looking for pointers of like, okay, what do I do, because this is obviously hard for me. So kind of
why
guide me.
Why are you in that scenario to begin with?
That's true.
Like, why did you, unless he was holding her hostage or against her will, why would she voluntarily be in a scenario like that? Let's continue. I mean, now I guess she's going to be telling the truth.
Yeah.
But let's see what she has to say.
Yeah.
For the estimation you have of yourself is what you allow into your life. No different than any of us. I mean, I'm not a clinician, but just your life is chaotic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, your kid's throwing a tantrum right now because demanding you to be in their presence.
Mm-hmm.
This is not healthy. And the man you're with is not, the male you're with can't provide for you.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get get the lights behind your head.
Sorry.
So you said you talked to your mom?
I got my mom advice because I've been through a relationship and she's been with this man for as long as I've been adopted for. So everything I see, I didn't witness, you know, I watched how she dealt with the relationships, and it does, like you said, go from, you know, your grandparents and your aunties giving you that, your grandmother giving you that.
Your mother's in a relationship right now? Your mother's in a relationship?
It's complicated because she's still in a relationship with my stepdad, but they're divorced and he's with another woman. So they're still in a way.
Listen to what I'm about to say. Listen. Relationships are not supposed to be complicated. It's not. They're supposed to be simple and boring, plain like white bread. That's why I said the first thing I'm not going to say you're addicted to it, but you like the chaos because it makes you feel something. But the feeling is negative, it's dysfunction. So I said, I mean, you're not an unattractive woman. I'm quite sure there's suitable men that approach you in the last 2 years, but you decide to keep the t-shirt guy. Instead of deciding to decide, I deserve something better, because you said he can't provide for you. He doesn't want to marry you. So why accept that unless you think that's what I deserve? So I say therapy, because it has to start with what you feel like you deserve.
And would you feel therapy is more so for the women, or is it more so for the men? Because would it all be blamed on me? Options. You can hear me?
What do you mean? Do I think the therapy is for the men or the women?
Yeah, or is that just a thing you just
I'm talking
give
to
advice?
you. I'm talking specifically to you.
I wouldn't mind it.
it would be wise because
Stay back.
this is too much. This is too much. You're literally running around the apartment trying to find a decent cell signal, trying to avoid your daughter making a bunch of noise when she should be in bed. You're trying to manage the look. But now you're online and you can't, this is the life, this is the world. And you can't feel positive about this. But it's what you know. People do what they know. And I'm trying to get you to realize you need to learn and do something better. Number one, if you're with a man who doesn't want to be with you, then better not to be with him. He's not a net positive to your relationship and he's not your child's father. You're going to have to break that bond that you allowed to be made. And her father, whatever that is, but just make this the lowest point it is. You can't make up for what you've done. No need to beat yourself up for it, but just make this the lowest point. It's not a joke. It's not a game. It's real. And the women around you, your mother can't help you. A relationship is reflective for all of us.
I hear what you're saying, and I thank you for your opinion, but my mom did just call too. So thank you so much. I will take that into consideration. Thank you so much.
All right, guys, so we're going to end the video here. I mean, at the end, she's like, take this into consideration. Like, this is a prescription. Like, this is what you need to do.
It's just the thing of, like, obviously being addicted to chaos, and the one advice that he said was, like, go to therapy. This is probably what you need to do. I'm not just saying this just to say it.
Right.
And she's just I think she just took this as more of, like, a conversation and to vent than to really, like, try to fix her life.
There's no accountability.
If she took this seriously, this could actually change her life.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Just making any slight adjustment from what advice he gave her would literally dramatically change her life. And she's just taking it as like, okay, I'll consider it.
Right. Like, she's just going down a road to nowhere.
You can't help everybody, right? You can't help them all.
I guess you can only try.
Yeah. So.
Anyways, guys, we're going to go ahead and end this video. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time.